Hey baby girls, these thin, shapeless brows are about to become thicker, fuller and way more defined. And the best part, she won't need to touch a brow pencil for the next 4 weeks. Let me show you how. Today's video is sponsored by Halara, and these are some of my favourite fits. Okay, so first up is this outfit, and I am actually obsessed. These are the linen feel trousers. They fit so comfy, the waistband's so nice, and then I've paired it with this polo cap sleeve work jumper, and I just think the material is so nice. Although it's knitted, it's really lightweight, and with this outfit, it looks really cute. Okay, so these are the cropped linen feel check trousers. I just love the fact that they're the linen feel, so they look like linen, but they don't crease like linen, so they just wear so well. And I've paired it with this cropped hooded cardigan, which if you've seen my videos before, you will know how obsessed I am with this cardigan in my other colour. And look how gorgeous it looks with these trousers. So these are the work barrel trousers, and the thing that I actually love the most about Halara is that the fabrics are just incredible. So these look really structured, but I cannot even begin to tell you how soft and flexible this material is. Like, there's still so much movement in them, yet they look so tailored and structured. And I've paired it with this really nice boat neck top. And I really like wearing these when I'm doing treatments and when I'm filming. They're just super comfortable. And also, there is so many different colours and shades in this top. So there's something for everybody. And these are the asymmetrical work trousers. And I just absolutely love this detail here. I just feel like it makes you feel a lot slimmer, and they look so cool. And again, they look really structured, but I cannot even begin to tell you how flexible these are. And I've paired it with this off the shoulder Batwing top. I feel like anyone can wear this as well because it's got so much like Ruched detail. Like, it doesn't matter if you've got a bit more of a bigger tummy or not. It's really complimentary again on people's figures. And I just think it looks so cool. Again, lightweight, breathable. And then also just this little detail at the back where it just ties, I think looks so flattering and so gorgeous. So make sure you use my code Huyana Spring to get 15% off all orders over £89, or use my code 15HB15 to get 15% off all full price items. Thanks, Halara. So I know a lot of you will be watching thinking, how on earth are you going to spend 90 minutes on these brows? But trust me, every single step is crucial to creating flawless brows. And we're first going to start with cleansing the eyebrows using just some micellar water. It's super sensitive on the skin and it's not going to cause any irritation. So the first thing I'm going to do is laminate the brows. And I feel like a lot of people still think brow lamination means those overly brushed up, scary looking brows. But that is not what I do at all. For me, the purpose of lamination now is all about creating volume and control in the brow. So what people don't realise is that we all have natural kinks in our brow hairs, and they often grow in a direction that doesn't actually complement the brow shape. So by relaxing and resetting the hairs into a flatter, more uniform direction, you can instantly create the illusion of a fuller, thicker brow without them looking overly done or overly stuck up in the air. And I just try and keep everything soft and natural and just try and enhance what they already have there. So now I'm going to apply step 2 of the lamination product, and this is what's going to set the brows into their new shape and redirect the hairs. And something not many people realise, just because I set them in this direction now doesn't mean that you have to wear them in this exact position for the full 8 weeks. Once your brows are laminated, the hairs become much more flexible and movable, especially when they're wet. So that means that you've actually got the freedom to restyle them in different directions depending on the look you want for each day. So you can actually see how much fuller the brows look just with the lamination alone. So before I go in with any tint, I'm going to map the brows first, and the mapping string is going to guide the entire shape of the brow. So it gives me a clear guide to work with. It keeps everything as even as possible, and this step is key for creating balance and symmetry. And it means when I do apply the tint, you can see I'm keeping everything exactly where it should be in that box. So I'm using a hybrid tint for this, and what that means is it stains both the hairs and the skin, so it gives the illusion of a fuller, thicker brow, which is perfect for clients with sparser areas or anyone who just loves that little bit more definition. And I know a lot of you who are watching have probably had a bad brow tint before, and honestly, I get it. There's a lot of them out there, and I'll even admit when I first started, I was probably one of them too. But creating soft, natural looking brows with hybrid tint isn't just about applying the product. It takes experience, practice, and mastering the right techniques. And when it's done properly, the results speak for themselves. So I'm using some warm towels here to help open up the pores and prep that area. This is going to really help relax the pores and allow me to thread with as little discomfort as possible. It's a simple step, but it makes a huge difference to both the process and the client's experience. So now I'm going to take my thread and start shaping the brows, and I've decided not to use waxing on Bronwyn's brows today, as the skin can be quite sensitive, so my focus is keeping things as gentle as possible and minimise any trauma to that area. So now I'm going to apply my brow mask, and after a brow lamination, a brow mask is amazing for reconditioning and rebalancing the hair structure. It also helps soothe and hydrates the skin post lamination and threading. After a few minutes, I did notice the skin underneath Bronwyn's brows looked slightly pink, so I gently removed the mask using cold water and soft cloths to help cool and soothe the area. So Bronwyn had a little bit of sensitivity after the brow mask, which honestly surprised me, as it was the last product that I actually expected to cause her any reaction. And it was nothing major, just a touch of redness, and I wasn't concerned, and I knew it would settle quickly, especially with the help of my cryo balls to cool, soothe and calm everything right down. There's something just so nice about cryo balls during a brow treatment. They're one of those simple tools that makes such a difference. The instant cooling sensation feels so soothing on the skin, especially if you're like Bron and there's a little bit of redness and sensitivity. And what's also so nice about the cryo balls is they help to depuff that area, and it gives the brow bone a more lifted, sculpted look. So this obviously also helps and adds to the brow spa experience. I then used a tiny amount of fractionated coconut oil to gently massage the brow bone area. And I chose fractionated coconut oil as I wanted to avoid triggering any further sensitivity, as that was lightweight, non-comedogenic, and genuinely works really well with sensitive skin. I then used some gentle gua sha techniques to help firm, soothe, and calm the brow area, and you can already see how much calmer the brows are already looking. I told you not to panic. And now it's time for my finishing touches. I prep the skin with a little bit of skin blur to soften any remaining redness, and then I apply concealer to lightly highlight under the brow bone. This not only brightens the area, but it also helps me clearly see the shape and check if any final hairs need to be removed. I then remove the hydrating under eye pads and spritz the skin with some Elizabeth Arden 8-hour serum. So here's a reminder of what her brows looked like before, and now just take a look at the final results. I think it's really opened up the brow area, enhanced her already stunning features, and given her a much more defined, lifted look. Let me know if you'd love to give this treatment a go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!